No, let's go learn Imperio, or at least let's go talk to Sebastian and see what he says in the Undercroft. Which... Yeah, it's here in the Defense Against the Dark Arts Tower. It's under the stairs somewhere. Because if you remember, the Undercroft is the secret place that he showed me.
Let there be no misgivings here. I always knew you were a troublemaker, but a
Still really funny that there's howlers and you get to see them randomly. Apparently there are some other random events that I haven't had the pleasure of seeing. Like, I heard one where there are apparently several mannequins or suits of armor that are strewn about throughout the castle, and in the locations where there are like two next to each other, every now and again apparently those particular suits of armor will like attack each other, and I still haven't seen that yet, so I'm hoping we'll get to see that before too long. But let's go talk to Sebastian. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, it's the place that Ominous was like, who showed you that? How did you know it? And I kind of lied to him on... Well, I lied to him on purpose, but it didn't seem to work or help him all that much. So...
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
I know
Part of
we
me
had to do it
does.
to open the scriptorium, but it's not something I'd want to repeat.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send it out. And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
I am not letting this go.
Ominous,
Part of me kind of
Sebastian meant
agrees.
well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Some references Sebastian mentioned in the book do worry me.
I'm glad you understand. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further. But if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
I'm not really sure how I feel about this particular quest just yet. Because, like, obviously, I don't have to learn these spells. They are 100% optional. But they're also, I'm sure, extremely useful, as I've already seen with Crucio. But I don't know. Maybe someone in the comments could let me know what they think. It's just kind of, it's an interesting take on it. A Slytherin house individual not really willing to use dark magic, which is actually a good thing, because I'm sure there's tons of Slytherins who didn't or don't. Other quests. Let's go do this one. Let's just knock out a couple of these smaller quests before we jump in and do either one of these. This one sounds dangerous. You know, this one also sounds dangerous. I'll figure out which one I want to do in the meantime. Let's go do the Lost Child.
You are here.
Very concerning.
Is this Mr. Bickle's home?
I believe so. He supposedly has evidence against Harlow. We need to speak with him.
Why did he challenge that horrible...
Are you all right? We're looking for Mr. Bickle.
My husband is dead. He killed him.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Bickle. Who killed your husband?
Theophilus Harlow. I'm sure of it. He's been threatening my husband for weeks and... Oh, where is my son? Where is Archie?
I don't mean to be grim, but could Harlow have taken him?
Archie's satchel is missing, so he may have left on his own. Hopefully he's just gone wandering, as he's prone to do. I hope he wasn't here when my husband...
Do you know which way Archie might have gone?
He has a little hideout in the forest south of here. He never wanders far. But if he witnessed Harlow doing something to his father, I'm afraid to leave, in case he comes back home.
What reason would Harlow have to kill your husband?
My husband had been looking into Harlow's dealings and discovered some of what he's been up to. I begged him to leave it alone, but he was convinced that...
We'll find your son, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. What am I going to do?
Please do not worry, Mrs. Bickle. We will bring Archie home.
Okay, let's go find
When
little
I took the letter
Archie.
we found to Officer Singer, she told me about Mr. Bickle. He had been doing the same thing we are, providing Officer Singer with evidence to take down Harlow. I had hoped to speak with him about what he had found, but we were too late.
What did Officer Singer say about the letter you brought her?
She thanked me, but she clearly felt that it was not enough. It is a shame that hippogriffs cannot speak. Your friend Highwing could provide all the evidence against Harlow that we need. We will need something more.
Revelio.
This must be little Archie's hideout that Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Archie? Archie Bickle?
Interesting.
He would not have done this to his own hideout. Someone came here looking for him. Revelio may be our only hope of finding out which way he went. There! Archie's footprints. He went this way. I thought we would have found Archie by now.
I suspect he'll keep running if he's being followed.
If it is Harlow that's pursuing him, I only hope you're right. Men like Harlow would not think twice about killing a child. We must find Archie quickly.
Revelio.
Wolves!
Uh-oh.
Prepare for a fight.
Potato. Bombarder. Confringo.
Expelliarmus!
Stupefy.
I hope Archie didn't cross paths with that wolf pack. We should look around.
Revelio.
Archie's satchel.
Archie's satchel. Why would he leave it behind?
He was likely running from Harlow, distracted. This may be a good time for Revelio again. Archie went this way.
Yes, he did.
I have a bad feeling about this. Harlow must have a reason for pursuing Archie.
I wonder what Archie saw. I hope he didn't see Harlow kill his father.
He would never overcome
Revelio.
it. At least not in any way I can imagine.
Doesn't seem like I'm actually following his footsteps. It's like I'm more like I'm following Natty
A
more
fork
than
in the road.
anything.
We will need Revelio again.
Will we?
Multiple sets of footprints. Oh, Harlow caught up to him here. This is not good. They went this way.
Yeah, I think I'm just following her more than anything. Oh, random thestral. Huh.
Thestrals. They are beautiful, are they not?
You can see
I mean-
Thestrals too.
I witnessed
Sure.
death when I was 9. Saw my first Thestral shortly thereafter. I found comfort in it. I still do. I think those of us who have witnessed death deserve some comfort.
I'm sorry you experienced something like that at so young an age.
I was with my father when he died.
Revelio.
My mother was away, and I felt quite helpless. It was a long time ago in some ways, but in other ways, it seems like it was only yesterday. I still see him so clearly.
You must miss him.
My father was a wonderful man. Let us keep moving. We must find Archie.
Well, we're already going to have plenty of thestrals. We've already got a male and a female, so all good there. Oh, boy.
Taking in children now, are we? Better not be
Well.
expected to feed him.
It is as I feared.
Taking in children now, are we? Better not be expected to feed him.
It is as I feared. They have Archie. Be on your guard. There can be no mistakes.
Agreed. Okay. Here we go.
Murder! Speed!
Best.
Descendo!
Accio. Confringo. Descendo. Bombarda.
Incendiary! You're easier to spot than an irrumpant. Explosive!
Defendo! Expelliarmus! Protego!
Yeah, combat has gotten crazy easy.
They got what they deserved. I did not expect this tent to be so large on the inside. That complicates things a little.
Yeah, the rules of magic in this universe are a little ridiculous sometimes.
You don't think he saw it happen, do you?
Of course he did. Why else would he have run?
He's just a child. We should release him. This is the sort of thing that could draw unwanted attention.
Harlow will tell us what to do with it once he gets back.
Yeah, the rules of magic in this universe seem to be almost boundless, but which, you know, in depending on your interpretation, magic should be or can be boundless. So, but it also seems strange that in a world that has rules or that has a harder magic system, that they would. I guess I'm not quite sure what I want to say. It just seems odd. Sorry, forming my thoughts. It just seems odd in a universe that seems to have a very concrete set of rules that so much. Ooh boy. Cannot form my thought around this sentence that I'm trying to manufacture. It seems strange that in a world that has such concrete rules that there can also be things that seem to maybe break the rules. Like, maybe that's the wrong sentence or the wrong set of words I'm looking for. Like, it just seems like if there... I don't know. Again, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Maybe somebody else can tell me what I'm trying to say.
I know, I'm not hearing.
Defendo!
You're going to regret that.
Accio! Bombardo! Descendo! Confringo!
I'll make you wish you were back at school.
Protego!
I'm not done with you.
Accio! Bombardo! Descendo!
It's on my wand. Novice.
Yeah, stupefy again, stupefy, whatever, doesn't seem to be doing damage again. Maybe it's like specific creatures or enemies receive damage from... We'll get you, Archie. Oh my gosh, there's so much stuff in here. Yes, we'll get you. Ever so shortly, we will get you, young man. I don't know that I'll be able to come back to this spot, but, Yes, we're on our way.
Please, need your help. Help!
Revelio!
Is anybody there? Please, I need your help.
Archie Bickle.
How do you know who I am?
Your mother sent us to find you.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
Not too loud, Archie.
Sorry.
We need to get this open. Aloha Mora.
Oh, just a level 1 unlock. Which is okay now because we do have the 3rd level.
A man called Harlow. He killed my father.
We're so sorry, Archie. We won't let him get away with it. But first we need to get you home to your mother.
Thank you for saving me.
We wouldn't have it any other way, Archie. Now let's get you home. We know a safe way back.
Oh, Archie, you're here! Oh, you're safe.
Mother? Oh, Mother. Father's friends are in danger. I heard the people who took me talking about them.
Which friends, darling?
Mr. and Mrs. Ray, Mr. Filbert, and I think they also said Otto's name.
Oh, I shall speak with them. You run inside.
Yes, Mother.
Your husband's friends may be in danger.
Just as he was.
How can we help?
You've done enough. My husband was a powerful wizard and couldn't defeat Harlow. The last thing we need is that monster coming after you.
It may be too late for that. I'm afraid Harlow's already after us.
Then you needn't anger him further. I assure you, the threat could be a lot worse. Please, please keep your distance.
I'm sorry again about your husband, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. And thank you for bringing Archie home. I can never repay the two of you for your kindness.
Not to worry, Mrs. Bickle. My father used to say that rain does not fall on one roof alone. We are here to help each other. I must learn more about Mr. Bickle's friends and why Harlow is after them. You'll be hearing from me as soon as I know something. Thank you for your help today.
Sure thing, Natty. I forget her full first name, but I know her as Natty, so that's what I'm gonna say. Natty, or whatever it is. Okay, meet Sebastian by the Overlook. Or I believe the other one is here in the castle. It's all gobbledygook, yeah. Apparently we have Summoner's Court match 3 available, and beating a curse. Wonder what that means. So there's Summoner's Court. Conjuration Spellcraft. Rumor has it Samantha Dale is having a problem with her brother William. I ought to see if I could help her. No. Let's go. I don't really want to start this quest. It seems like it's going to be too long of a quest to start. So let's go do this one, just because it sounds quick and easy. Or if it's not, it'll be fun regardless.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Plus, we're going to get a conjuration spellcraft.
Just the person I need.
Samantha, is everything all right?
No, it's not. It's my brother William. He's been cursed. He ignored my warning, and now he's lying in St. Mungo's looking completely pathetic. He simply never listens.
I'm sorry, how exactly has he been cursed?
Oh, you won't believe it. Truly, but his feet were turned into purple beets. You can imagine his distress. And mine. I won't even go into the attention he was getting from our garden rabbits before he admitted himself to hospital.
I'm so
That's
sorry.
awful.
That sounds like a trying situation.
I'm glad you understand. Everyone else just laughs at me as if it's a joke. No compassion at all.
Well, it is an unusual situation. How did your brother end up like this?
It's entirely his own fault. I told him about some research I'd done recently on our ancestor Marmaduke Dale. In particular, my discovery that Marmaduke's tomb was cursed. My brother's always making fun of my discoveries. This time, he laughed in my face. Told me I'd misinterpreted my findings. As if that were possible. And to prove his point, he went right up to the entrance of the tomb and poof! His feet transfigured into beets.
How awful. I can see why you're upset. He definitely needs some help.
Exactly. He may be a cape flapper, but he's still my brother. And no one deserves such a fate to last forever, especially as the result of a single brainless mistake. Now I worry that if the curse isn't reversed, it could become permanent.
Can't the curse be broken?
Possibly. The curse stems from a crest that was stolen from Marmaduke. If the crest were returned to its rightful place upon his sarcophagus, then I believe that William's feet may be restored. You battled trolls when they attacked Hogsmeade, escaped a dragon, and I could tell by your work and charms that you're a skilled spellcaster. Returning a crest to a sarcophagus should be almost effortless for you. So, will you help us?
I suppose.
I can take the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus for you.
Oh, thank you! Thank you so much!
I could
You
ask
simply
questions,
go into the
but
tomb where Marmaduke was laid to rest and place the crest on top of his sarcophagus. According to my research, the tomb's been abandoned for centuries, so it should be a fairly simple task. You'll find it just east of the hamlet of Brockborough. Thank you for your help.
To
My family is
Brockborough.
indebted to you.
Okay. Okay. So, not gonna lie, the only thing I was really thinking of during that whole exchange is... why was the name Marmaduke chosen? Marmaduke is a dog who gets into hilarious hijinks because of his
Find the tomb
overgrown
near Brockborough
size.
And place Samantha's
Now, maybe not
family crest
overgrown,
on the
but certainly
sarcophagus there.
larger size. He's a dog who eats the cake off the counter because he can. So why Marmaduke? Like, all I'm thinking of a large dog that can hold a wand and can cast magic. That's all I'm thinking of.
I'd be terribly grateful if you could help me and my friend with a time-sensitive delivery.
You know what? Let's
Could it be
just...
a Merlin trial?
Yes, it is a Merlin trial, but we don't need to do the Merlin trial. I think I've got only one more of those challenges to do for the mermaid trial. So I'm not particularly worried about running out of
There's no telling
space
what lies in wait for me in there.
in my inventory. I'm pretty much maxed out. I mean, I still got 4 more spaces to unlock, but it sounds like I'm pretty much...
Well, my feet
Just-
didn't turn into beads. That's a good start.
I'll say. Now, me personally, I'm not a big vegetable eater, like virtually at all. In fact, my brothers, or some of my brothers and I, and our dad to a degree, we're all trying to be a little healthier in various ways. And something we're all trying right now is excuse me.
Lumos.
That we're trying right now is the carnivore diet. Because there have been a lot of people saying that there are some serious benefits to eating just meat, no vegetables, or fruits for that matter. And I will say that I have experienced some unexpected effects from just meat and protein. No, that doesn't look like a good way to go just yet. What just happened? Okay, we'll forget about that.
Bombarda. Lumos.
What was I saying? I was saying something about... Yeah, I don't want to go that way just yet. Or maybe it doesn't matter because it's the same thing.
Lumos.
I was saying something about the carnivore diet. What I was saying is, I have experienced some rather interesting effects from just being on an all-meat, all-protein diet. Mostly that...
Confringo!
Like, I don't eat very much anymore. Like, depending on the day, I usually only have one meal somewhere in the middle. And it's never like a set time. It's just when I feel hungry, which isn't often. And in some regards, it's kind of a good thing because since I'm eating less, I'm actually losing some weight, which is actually very, very good. Because I've been overweight for, well, a long time, and anything I can do to make my life better is certainly helping, but...
Should have known a herbologist would use devil's snare.
Like, there have been other things that I'm just...
You can't be serious.
There are just other things that I've noticed that are just kind of... They're just kind of different. Like, the way... Not sure how much I can say on YouTube. But, all I'll say is... It's just very interesting, the kinds of effects having an all-meat diet has on your body. And I'm going to continue it, and I'm going to see how it progresses. And if I remember, I'll try to keep you guys updated on my progress, but no guarantees, so...
Cruising. Potato. Bombarda. Confringo. Stupefy. Stupefy. Bombarda. Protego. Stupefy. Crucio. Defender. Expelliarmus. Stupefy. Confringo. Accio. Bombarda. Confringo. Defender.
Oof. I wasn't fast enough. Why am I stuck here?
And it's getting worse. If there's any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of
Revelio.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I am hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
So I know where I'm supposed to go, but I'm wondering if this is supposed to be my way out. Well, let's go return this, I think. What's that? Oh, Dittany leaves.
A sarcophagus. This must be Marmaduke. That should reverse the curse. Hopefully.
Why would you venture into a tomb? Like, especially in this universe, why would you venture into a tomb of a pretty, maybe not prominent, but definitely a big magic user, with the intent of stealing something from that tomb or taking something from that tomb? Like, you have to know that there are enchantments or protections in place to prevent you from doing all of that stuff. Like, why would you...
Marmaduke certainly left behind more than plants.
Why would you risk losing your face or having your feet turn into beets? Like,
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
just seems very short-sighted, in my opinion. That's all. I suppose we go up. I kind of forgot where we're heading. Did I open that chest? I did open that chest. This way? This way. I'm really bad with... Like, I know it says just to go towards the marker, but sometimes you do get lost, and I definitely get lost from time to time. I've never played any From Software or Dark Souls
Samantha will be glad to hear that the crest has been returned. I certainly hope it reverses the curse.
That's a shiny Puffskin right there. You guys seeing that? Up in the top where it says Puffskin female and it says shiny. Well, we're gonna collect that. Cool. I just picked up a shiny Puffskin.
No harm.
There's supposed to be a shiny of every single beast, or a different color variation of every beast.
What do you have in store for me this time?
In the game. So I already know for a fact that I have the shiny Kneasel, the shiny Thestral, the shiny Puffskin we just got, the shiny Niffler. So that's what, 5? Something like that? Yeah, I think that's 5. So there's 7 more shiny variants that I need. Well, we just need to go talk to Samantha first. How about that? And then we could probably go talk to Natty's mother.
I'm happy to tell you that I returned the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus just as you asked.
I thought as much. I received word from St. Mungo's that my brother's feet are back to normal.
Ow!
No more beats. Oh, I cannot thank you enough. It wasn't too much trouble, I hope.
Just a measly
Nothing I
old
couldn't
troll.
handle.
Nothing significant.
A troll? Oh dear, I'm so sorry. That's awful. No one has been in that tomb for centuries. But I can't say I'm surprised. Marmaduke seems to have been full of surprises.
Indeed he was.
Well, I suppose I should be going. I'm anxious to see my brother, who must be elated to have his feet back.
Of course. I certainly would be.
William and I are forever in your debt. Thank you
Okay.
again for what you did.
Multiple questions. How in the world does she already know that his brother's feet are back to normal? 1, it's nighttime. 2, I just completed that. Like, they'd have to have the fastest owl on record. Which, if you know anything about birds, owls are notoriously slow animals. Like, compared to other flying creatures, owls are really slow. Now, obviously, in this magical world, you can just do magic and make things fly faster or better. But that doesn't mean... that it could travel that fast. That's like... whatever. I'm not gonna... if we poke holes, what does my brother say?
Nice to see you, my young friend.
My brothers always say it's something along the lines of if you poke holes into it, it ruins the fun. Something along.
So frustrating.
I'll have to ask my brother.
You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps
It's
your
nighttime.
friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Yeah.
How does it
Let's
feel
keep
to
asking
transform into
questions.
an animal?
Well, the first time, it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
We already know some
Can
of
you
this
choose
stuff,
what
but
form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She
Well,
claims
she's
that
right.
she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
yeah, no problem. It is rather interesting, the process involved in becoming an animagus, because I think J.K. Rowling did detail it fairly in depth on the Pottermore website, because what she said is true, at least according to that information, is you do have to hold a mandrake leaf in your mouth for 1 month, and then you do have to place it in a crystal vial, and then you have to wait for like a full moon so it can capture the moonlight. I'm not sure about the hair thing. It probably makes sense that that would be a thing, but I also read maybe that it might, in order to finish, it might have to do with something to do with lightning, about capturing lightning somehow. And maybe I'm just wrong, maybe that's not what it is. But I remember somewhere, maybe it was a Super Carlin Brothers video where they talked about it. Maybe I'll have to go back and watch that video just to be sure. But becoming an animagus is very involved, and for a 15-year-old to do it is pretty interesting. And to have 3 unregistered animagus in Harry Potter's time is kind of insane as well. But would be kind of interesting to know, or to be able to feel that, like to be able to transform into an animal that that reflects your personality to a degree. I always wonder what my animagus would be. I'd like to think it would be some sort of fox because it is my favorite animal, but that doesn't necessarily mean it reflects my personality. So, I don't know. Maybe there's a test somewhere I can take. Because, like, apparently the list for what you can be is pretty extensive. Something else that kind of bothers me, too, is so, like, a lot of the animagus forms that we ever see in the Harry Potter books or the movies or even now is the animagus form almost always seems to take the shape of a non-magical creature. And I wonder if that's by design, or you're not allowed to become a magical creature because then you have, like, bonus magic, or maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know. Gonna have to ask that question somewhere. Anyway, I think we'll call it for this particular video. If you guys like what you see, hit the like button and subscribe, and please comment down below and tell me what you think your animagus form would be, or what it is if you've taken some sort of test. I would like to know. For me personally, I hope that I would be a fox of some sort. I don't know which one, but foxes are my favorite animal. They're really cool. And anyway, I will catch you guys next time. Huzzah!